Matt96 asks, when you're looking for a mod to play, do you prefer a megawatt with just 32 levels or a complete total conversion? I prefer megawatts with 32 levels. Zetabyte asks, if you had to play a room with 99 demons of your choice, which demon would you pick? Pain elementals. They cannot spawn lost souls if the lost soul limit is reached, so they will be harmless. Alexander Krom asks, what video game mechanics do you wish was never invented, if any? I think they're all fine. Even stuff like microtransactions I have no problem with. Sure, it's stupid as hell. As a completionist I enjoy unlocking things by playing the game. But if people keep throwing away their money on microtransactions, so be it. There's clearly a demand for it. Osmian3033 asks, I've really been enjoying all the new videos, good stuff. For what it's worth, I got to this channel quite some time ago through your other channel, what is now the Junkyard, after looking for Arcane Dimensions playthroughs showing the secrets. Have you considered doing playthroughs of the additional levels from the more recent versions of Arcane Dimensions? I haven't checked out AD in over 3 years. All I remember is that the levels are pretty exhausting to memorize. I may redo playthroughs of all the levels at some point, but not anytime soon. Donut asks, what is the best source port in your opinion? I like GeoBoom Plus the most, has the most solid controls, video settings and backwards compatibility. Turbine 2K5 asks, congratulations, decino. I can't wait to see what drives you to 5k subs and beyond. As for questions, I'm pretty curious as to where you're from, but it might be a bit too personal. So instead, what are your thoughts on the current state of single player FPSs? Call of Duty cut out campaign from the latest release. Meanwhile, Battle... for some reason YouTube cut off your comment when I took a screenshot of it. I assume you wanted to say that Battle Royale games are the new hype? I guess some games just aren't built for single player campaigns, so it doesn't bother me. I'll focus on future games that do, like Doom Eternal and Series M4. And I'm from the Netherlands, by the way. Val Chronofication asks, how many times better than the new Doom is the old Doom and why? I'd say around 1.5 times better. I actually really enjoyed Doom 2016. It has the same essence in terms of monster behavior, strategies and great gameplay. Of course it lacks meaningful modding tools and level editors, which sucks. HMK3 asks, do you have Doom Builder projects? Old and in progress? Nope, I don't make Doom levels. Party Crasher 04 asks, Q, have you read Berserk? No, but I do want to watch the anime adaptation from the late 90s. Blue Mick asks, in your opinion, is it possible for Doom Eternal to come out? Because of problems Bethesda has faced? Maybe, not sure. I worry it might not be released. I don't think there's anything stopping them from releasing Doom Eternal. There's way too much hype built around it. Bruce Verlhoff asks, your analytics playlist reminds me of Morphedemus Blackimus. You wouldn't have happened to see his videos about Half-Life 1 and get inspired to do informational videos about Doom. If not, what was your reason for doing analysis videos on Doom? I've seen the Half-Life 1 fact files and they're amazing, but they were not the inspiration. Pannenkoek 2012 inspired me to do the analysis videos. I love his videos and I wanted to share the same kind of knowledge about my favorite games. Snillip5 asks, when and why did you decide to create videos about Doom's mechanics and other various stuff about the game? I had the idea for some months. After finally building a desktop computer after being a laptop user for 7 years, I decided to go for it. Why I create the videos? Because I love Doom and sharing knowledge with others. Herr Kako asks, hey there, my question is, will you make a video about interesting findings on textures? That would be cool. Smiley face. Yep, it's on my to-do list. Joshua asks, question, how do you think Doom 3 and 4 fit into the series? Either as alternative universes or timelines. Yasin Dunka asks, what's your favorite Doom game? Doom 2. It's Doom with extra interesting demons and a super shotgun to kill stuff faster. Oktai Tunkan asks, what's your favorite Doom weapon? The BFG 9000. Most interesting mechanics of any weapon and not to mention the huge damage output. G-Wake asks, Doom 2, TNT Evolution, the Plutonia Experiment, yay or nay? Yay for Doom 2's classic experience, yay for TNT's atmosphere, yay for Plutonia's difficulty and atmosphere. Springtrap 143 asks, BFG 9000 or Super Shotgun? tough decision, but I'll go for BFG 9000's functionality. Super Shotgun is more satisfying to use though. R asks, dude, you got like 1000 subs in a day. Probably just gonna explode in subs. Are you going to do more videos explaining how systems work in games? I think you're very good at explaining and demonstrating how these systems work, and I hope to see more. You're in luck. I'm planning to make more. Alpha Cure Mother asks, here for the Zixi voice. Great videos. Question, will you do /feature videos in other games later on in your YouTube career? Oh shit. I didn't expand the comment again, sorry dude. So far I only have Serious Sam, the first and second encounter planned. For now I'll mostly stick to Doom videos. Lizard Dizzle asks, have you played Marvedimus Blackimus's philosophical Doom what, The Revenant Problem? I haven't, but I have seen the video. Manthony Higgs asks, what's a good megawatt to play co-op? Most classic watts like Doom, Doom 2, TNT and Plutonia are pretty good. You can also try more difficult watts like Scythe, Hell Revealed and Alien Vendetta. Dem asks, what feature do you hope that Doom Eternal will have that wasn't revealed yet? Highly unlikely, but I'm hoping for co-op play. Zen asks, do you plan on making Doom Eternal videos when released? Or maybe some videos like the one for Doom Sprites, but for other 90s retro shooters? I will do a 100% Nightmare Doom Eternal playthrough as soon as I can. I have analysis videos about Quake and Quake 2 planned. Gustavo Pinto asks, is H-Doom your favorite Doom mod? I'm a filthy purist, don't forget. No mods for me, no matter how exciting they are. Ree asks, preferred way of playing classic id games, source port, mouse, keyboard, etc. Any source port that supports 1920 by 1080 and keeps the feeling of the classic game is a win for me. I play with mouse and keyboard. Sad Main asks, do you like anime/cartoons? No, I'm the most filthy casual there is when it comes to anime. I only follow One Punch Man and Attack on Titan. V Nami asks, what got you to start making Doom videos, and why are your Doom videos so gosh darn good? I finally built a desktop computer, so after many years I could begin. I enjoy videos where people dissect video game mechanics to its core, and I wanted to do the same. They are good because I'm super epic. Mihail Kudak asks, if there's a game that you hate, what game is it? Hate is such a strong word. I don't hate any game, to be honest. Raving Raptor asks, you probably already know of Zandronam's Doomseeker feature. What is your favorite Doom mod to play with others online? I don't play mods voluntarily, but I used to play Armed Veteran, which was a lot of fun. Noddles asks, why Doom/Doom 2 are your favorite games? Answered this a few times. This video explains why. Ninten Gunner asks, do you think you can do pacifist runs on Doom mods like Maps of Chaos, Brutal Doom, etc.? No idea. Not familiar with those mods. I don't know how much they alter the maps or the monster behavior. Pavdrol Watt asks, how do I become a turbo nerd like you? Lift weights, eat 500 grams of Dutch quark a day, and talk about Doom 24/7. Alex Kim Video asks, review the adventures of Square. I'm not doing reviews anytime soon. I don't like reviewing mods, games, movies, etc. Byron Lewis asks, do you think having a closed source engine and limited modding tools will hinder the longevity of the Doom 2016 community? Definitely. Especially when Doom Eternal comes out. No one will mention Doom 2016 ever again, unless Eternal flops immensely. Medicinal Goat asks, your video on Doom's handling of random value generation was great and really helped clarify how the demo system of old and multiplayer were able to function. Can you do any more in-depth code review of how Doom managed to keep the game state synchronized between clients in a multiplayer environment? Yep, that video is on my to-do list. Soul Bad Guy asks, I know Doom is the best game ever, but hypothetically, if you given the power, can you think any more additional enemies concept to add into the game to spice it up? Only one question per account, I don't want to relog in to my other accounts. You can answer this one too, please, smiley face. Well, I was going to be nice and answer your second question too, but once again I forgot to expand the comment before taking the screenshot, sorry mate. Regarding your first question, a kamikaze-like enemy like in Serious Sam would be interesting. Fast, extremely hostile enemy with a unique audio cue and high damage output, but easy to kill. Cyber8 asks, Any Wolf 3D mods in the future? Not a fan of Wolfenstein 3D. Didn't age well in my opinion, so no. Kolunov asks, I see you know your way around the id source code for Doom and Quake 2. Have you looked into the console ports for these? Would be cool to watch you experiment with some of that stuff. If those source files are publicly available, I'd love to check them out. Jacob Teller asks, how pumped are you for Doom Eternal? Very pumped. Dan Thompson asks, would you do something similar to your analysis videos for other Doom games? Doom 3, Doom 4? I haven't found anything interesting to talk about for other Doom games. If there is, I will. Ave asks, what's your favorite weapon in the Doom franchise? Doom 3's plasma rifle, because of its reloading sound. Oomph. Mr. Necro asks, congrats brup. Also, which is your favorite source port? GeoBoom Plus. Michelle Sleeper asks, I hope you do more analysis videos. Those are by far my favorite ones on your channel. Will you branch out to other non-id software, classic era FPS games / engines, such as the Build Engine? The eDuke32 modding community is very active. I've mentioned it before, I never got into Build Engine and its games. The only non-id software game I can come up to analyze is Serious Sam, but I haven't found anything interesting yet. ASD Man asks, why do you like classic games so much? I like any game with great gameplay, not just classic games. This channel just happens to focus on classic games. Brute the Prophet asks, what is your favorite type of music? Mostly progressive and experimental metal, stuff like Buckethead, Strapping Young Lad, Devin Townsend, I Wrestled a Bear Once, but I also like casual hard rock and acoustic songs. Uriel Acosta asks, what do you think of Brutal Doom? I haven't played it since 2012. I enjoy the developer diaries Mark releases every now and then, but I don't feel like playing it. It changes the Doom mechanics I know and love too much. The Real Leafy asks, how big is your pussy? I don't have a pussy. I have a doggo though. She's about 35 centimeters in height. Banzai Croc asks, what's your opinion on Doom 3? The engine is amazingly impressive. I love it. The game itself, while the weapons and enemies are very cool, isn't very enjoyable to me. The Resurrection of Evil expansion was good though. Broken, but good. Matt asks, is the build engine better than id Tech? If you mean the id Tech that ran Doom, then yes, from a technical point of view. Alrighty, that's another 50 questions down. See you next time in part 3.